up one more time for the very talented Mike Johnson.
This is a song, a good friend of mine, you know, 40 years, 50 years, who I used to write with and so on, is seriously ill at the moment, very ill, and will never be singing again. And he's a man with whom I share a love, or there's a love shared with my best friends. I used to call them my children, but they morphed into my best friends somewhere along the line. And we share a love for Gerry Nash, who a lot of you know. Great musician, great wit, and as I say, he won't be playing again. And I thought at least people ought to know what sort of level he used to play at, you know. As they say in all good stories, let's begin where he began, playing pop and rock piano bars when barely in his teens. Then he had an urge to wander, and he became a minstrel man on the streets of Ballybunion, out upon the ballad scene. As a travelling musician, he played up and down the land. He plied his trade and captured friends and fans along the way. And then his whole life altered in a way he couldn't have planned, when he fell in love with Dublin town and set his mind to stay. Now each passing chord strikes a dim memory of a verse from a song or a musical phrase. And so he is haunted, and forevermore will be, by the ghosts on the soundtrack of his yesterday. He'd bust by day on Grafton Street with young Davy Spillane, then play the shillelagh with Peckadon as dusk came on. Then over to O'Donoghue's to join the glad refrain with Jim McCann, Luke Kelly, Ronnie Drew and Pete St. John. Now each passing chord strikes a dim memory of a verse from a song or a musical phrase. So he is haunted, and nevermore will be, by the ghosts on the soundtrack of his yesterdays. His reputation grew, and he was really on a roll, in high demand all over town and working constantly. But late night jaws in smoke-filled bars began to take their toll, so he weighed them in for life and love and left the old country. Each passing chord strikes a dim memory of a verse from a song or a musical phrase. So he is haunted, and forevermore will be, by the ghosts on the soundtrack of his yesterdays. Now he plays in pubs and bar rooms, but only for the crack, or for old friends and relations, when and if he's of a mind. And he's settled down, and he's happy now, and he's never going back, though he's constantly reminded of the world he's left behind. When each passing chord strikes a dim memory of a verse from a song or a musical phrase, and so he is haunted and evermore will be by the ghosts on the soundtrack of his yesterdays. For Gerry.